Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I am going to be showing every single one of you out there watching who has always wanted to know, maybe it's your first time, maybe you just want to know, or maybe you're just nice and just like to watch my videos, which I'm forever grateful for you. In today's video, as you can tell by the title, I am going to be showing you guys how to change your tongue ring. So as you can see, I have a tongue ring right here. I have one in my tongue, and I'm going to be showing you guys in depth how to change it, the best way to do it. So here we go. I'm going to move you guys in a little bit closer so we can go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is make sure you take the tongue ring that you want to use when you change it. Make sure it is fully clean, make sure you wash it, and make sure you wash your hands really good with antibacterial soap. That is basically all I do to wash off my jewelry before I put it in. Even though my tongue piercing is fully healed, it's just better to make sure that you have clean jewelry going into your piercing. Now, jewelry, that really kind of all depends on your personal preference. For instance, some people like to use acrylic, some people like to use bioplast, some people like to use internally threaded, some people like to use externally threaded. It really kind of all depends on what you want to use, but for this video, I'm just going to show you what I personally use. This one is just a standard tongue barbell. This is a 16 gauge, about ½ inch, so maybe 11-12 millimeter barbell that I found on Amazon. It is externally threaded. I know it's not trendy to use externally threaded jewelry anymore, but for me personally, that is what I learned to use. That is what I am the most comfortable with. But if you personally like using internally threaded jewelry, that is totally fine as well. If you want to know the difference between externally threaded and internally threaded jewelry, I will go ahead and show you right now. So I don't have any internally threaded tongue rings here personally, so I'm just going to show you the comparison between externally and internally using a belly button ring. So internally threaded, in theory, is a lot safer to use on the piercing because you're not having any sort of threading go through the piercing that is going to potentially rip open a healing or fresh wound. So internally threaded, for example, here is the barbell here, and you will see a hollow hole right in the center. And then here is the ball. So as you can see on the actual ball of the jewelry, it does have the threading on the end. So when you put in the barbell, it is essentially just a hollow piece of jewelry, and you take the ball with the threading on the end and screw it into the top here. So that way when you are putting it in your piercing, there is nothing that is scratching at the inside of the piercing. And then externally threaded just looks like this. So as you can see, here's the barbell, and it does have the threading on the top of it. And the ball is just a standard ball with the hole. So the barbell, you goes through the piercing and then you screw the ball on like that. So that's just a little bit of a comparison / difference between the two. So yes, I already covered the difference between jewelry. I've covered washing the jewelry and washing your hands. Another really good thing I would recommend is maybe brushing your teeth, brushing your tongue, or mouth washing, whatever you need to do, just so you have a nice clean palette before you go ahead and change out your jewelry. It's not really necessary, but it's just better to do so just in case. Now, to remove your tongue piercing jewelry, if it's on there really tight, which for a tongue ring it should be, just so it doesn't come loose while you're eating or talking and you don't accidentally swallow it. One of the best ways I noticed to unscrew the balls is either use some gloves so you can get a really good grip on it, or just regular Kleenex to kind of get a nice dry grip, because obviously it's your mouth, it's your tongue, it's going to be wet, so you might have a little bit of a difficult time unscrewing the balls that way. So I just like to use like a Kleenex or whatever I have. So I'm just going to use a simple Kleenex right here. And what I like to do is I'll stick my tongue out and grab the barbell from the bottom, and I like to screw the top ball off. It really doesn't matter how you screw it, unscrew it, or put it in. Really doesn't matter, just whatever you prefer doing. So I am going to unscrew the top ball. Again, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey kind of applies in this situation. Make sure you get a good grip on the bottom and the top, and just kind of screw one at a time. Like that. And just pull it out from the bottom. Once you have your tongue ring out, you are good to go. Of course, if you've had your tongue ring for a while, you'll notice it's going to feel a little bit funny to talk without it in, because you're just so used to having it in there. But I will show you what my tongue looks like with the barbell not in it. So as you can see, you can barely see the hole. It's almost like it's not even there. So once you get the barbell out, just kind of set it aside so you can wash it and store it. Then you can whip out the new one. So again, the same thing applies here. You just lightly twist off one of the balls. And then usually what I like to do once I get one of the balls off, I like to make sure that the other one is securely screwed in. That way it doesn't have a chance to come off. Now, putting in your tongue ring, again, it doesn't matter. You can go from top to bottom, bottom to top, whatever's most comfortable for you. There's not really a right or wrong way to do this. So if you wanted to go from top to bottom, just stick your tongue out a little bit and lightly find the hole and push it through like so. Like that. Or if you wanted to go from bottom to top, it's the exact same thing, like so. So once you get the barbell in, you want to make sure you have the other ball handy and ready to go. That way you can just screw it right on and you won't have to risk the barbell slipping out. And I like to push down on the barbell a little bit just so I have more of the barbell exposed on the bottom, so it just gives me a better grip and a better sight line as to where I need to screw on the ball. Then once you have the tongue ring in, make sure you double, triple check, make sure the balls are on there super tight. And for that, I just like to grab both of the barbells and kind of just twist the opposite way. You will be able to tell, you will be able to feel them either getting tighter or looser. So just make sure they're going tighter, not loose. It is a lot easier to do than people think. It also is a lot easier to do once your tongue piercing is fully healed. So if you are someone who has a healing tongue piercing that is not fully healed yet, make sure you are making sure that it is 100% healed before you do change it. Okay guys, and that is everything for how to change your tongue piercing. I really hope this video was helpful. Hopefully it gave you a better idea on how to do it. And if you guys watched this video and you found it helpful, make sure to give this video a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to go down and subscribe, turn on that bell. And if you're also interested in seeing some more of my piercing videos or my piercing playlist, I will have a link up in the corner right here so you can easily go and check that out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love every single one of you and thank you so much for the continued support. But until then, I will see you guys very soon in my next video. I love you guys.